single day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a follow-up to my first video, which is all the items that I got at Shop Miss A. First impressions, you really don't know if they're going to work for you until you actually use them on like a daily basis. I've been working with these products for about a month, and I think I have a better opinion about these items. So let's get right into it. I do want to start with the items that were just so-so. I didn't hate anything, but I also didn't like super love it. The first one were these tweezers. They worked like tweezers. Next thing was this fan brush. I think this was more on my part. I didn't really reach for this too much because I don't know how to use it really. I used it for highlight, but it was just too much. So I'm going to try to look it up online and see if there's other ways I could use this brush. But it feels really nice. I still like it as a brush, but I just can't find use for it. This right here is cute. I don't really see a difference in my skin, but I do like the massager part of it. It feels good. It does like kind of makes your muscles in your face not so tense. So it did work well for that. This eyeshadow primer, the shimmer one, it worked well. I do like it. But some eyeshadows, if I like in my crease, some matte eyeshadows don't cover this completely, and I don't like the way that really looks with certain shadows. But it does keep my eyeshadow looking good all day, and my eyeshadow doesn't get all like bunched up in like my crease when I was using this. So I liked this. And then the shadows, they were okay. That's what I'm wearing today. It did take a little bit to build up the pigment, and there was a little bit of fallout as well. But for $1, I mean, you can't beat it. I still think these were pretty decent. And the last item that was kind of, so-so, I would say, is this AOA Studio Wonder Matte color in the shade Sugar. It's a pretty color. It was my fault. I purchased it thinking it was going to be a different shade of pink, but it does look almost red. But what I like about it is it comes out like opaque. You don't have to like layer it up a bunch of times. It comes out this color the first time you put it on, and it lasts quite a while. So I do like the formula. It's just like it was my fault with the color. I was expecting something different, but it is a good formula. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the stuff that I didn't really care for. There's not that much. The first one is this LA Colors Nail Duet. I just feel like I had to put on way too many layers of this to get any type of buildup of color, and I would just go to the Dollar Tree. They have better dollar nail polish there. In fact, I think they have these too, but don't get these. Get the Kiss gel nail polish and then the Revlon gel. I think it's called Gel Envy. Those two work really well. The next thing is this lip liner in the shade Vintage. I just didn't like it because it feels a little scratchy on your lips. It is pretty tough. But, when you do apply it, it does come out, like the color comes out pretty good. You don't have to press too hard, but it's not as comfortable as like this one. This one is from Wet n Wild. I know it's really old, but it's from Wet n Wild. I think I paid like 97 cents for it. And this one's just way better because it's a similar price point, and I think this is a better value over this one. And then the last thing that I got that I just did not care for is this AOA Studio Liquid Lip. I didn't care for this one. Oh, it's in the shade Vintage. I didn't care for this one because I wore it once and I just didn't like the formula, because when I put it on, it was really patchy and it kind of like, it didn't cover everything. It looked just like certain areas looked like a little bit lighter than others, and I don't like the way that looks because I had to keep putting it on. And with a color like this, it makes me a little nervous with red lipstick just because it can get a little messy. And also it wore off a lot quicker than the other two liquid lipsticks that I got. So the formula on this shade, I can't really say that I would use it again. But the other two worked really well. Okay, so now I'm going to do the items that I really liked, starting with this AOA Studio Perfect Blush. It's in the shade Stunner, and I really like this blush. The only thing is it's a little pigmented, so just, go in lightly with it. The next thing that I really liked, that I was surprised that I liked, was this AOA Studio Wonder lipstick. And the reason why I was so surprised is because when I opened it, it was broken. Like, it just completely came right out. And I was going to throw it away because it did feel like a little dry. But I was like, no, I'm going to try it with some lip liner and see how I like it. And I love this lipstick. It's really matte and it's pretty. It stays on your lips for a long time. So I do really recommend these. It's called a 24-hour lipstick. So I really recommend these ones. The next one that I really liked was the AOA Studio Wonder Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Vibin'. This one is the one I'm wearing right now, and it's just the perfect nude for my skin tone, and it's so hard for me to find nude lipsticks that I like, and this one was my favorite out of the three that I tried. I also really liked this coconut lip mask. I didn't use it like overnight or anything because that's what I thought it was. I thought it was like an overnight kind of lip mask, but really it's more of like a lip balm. Like, I would just apply it the same way I would chapstick, and it smells really good, and it even has like a very light like flavor to it, and it makes your lips really shiny, and it just like sinks in to your skin, and it makes your lips really soft. I think they're sold out of this, so so when they restock, if you get like the email notifications, I would definitely pick this one up. And the last thing that I actually no, not the last thing. I forgot this. I just put it in this little Ziploc baggie because I opened it. It's this bubble bar. That's the lavender and the coconut one. I used it the other day. I just like chopped like a little piece off, and I kept it in this bag so that way it would stay like fresh. It worked really good. I usually take baths with like bath bombs, so I tried like chopping, like I've seen these videos on Instagram where you like chop up the bubble bar to go with the bath bomb. And then I got this at the dollar store. I got this little strainer, and I just chopped up the bubble bar. I put it in this with the bath bomb, like kind of like smashed up too, with like bubble bath on top, and I just like strained it, like the water through, and oh my god, it was like the best bath I've ever had. It was just so, this bubble bar just made it so like it made the water smell really good, and it kind of just coated your skin with like almost like an oil, I want to say, but it didn't feel like greasy or anything. It felt really nice, almost like a lotion. So I really recommend these. And the last thing, my favorite thing that I bought oh, sorry, one second. Hey guys, I'm back. I didn't really realize how late it was. I had an appointment set up for today to have someone come measure our windows. We're getting all the windows redone in our house. And I didn't want him to come into this room because I didn't know if he was going to ask, like, why is there a camera and like lighting set up in here? I felt a little awkward, but he was really nice, and it was, he's only had 10 minutes. So the last thing that I got that I really liked was this Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. I got it in the color, I think it's dark brown. I got it with this. I used this with this. It's the Brow Brush by AOA Studio, and these two have just changed everything for me. I've never used a brush and like a pomade before, And I think it's so much easier to make like a straight line with the brush, like the way it's like slanted. And I'll never go back to the way I did it before, because before I had the like a pencil, but this works way better. The only thing I'll say is I can tell it's like, let me open it. It's kind of like, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can tell, it looks like it's getting a little dried out. But it was like, I don't know, it was only $1, so I still think this is my favorite item that I got. So do I think it's worth your money? Absolutely. You can try all kinds of different products with very little risk involved because you're not spending that much. Out of all the things I got, there were only like 3 items that I didn't really care for. And I'd say that that's worth it because I did get quite a bit of items. So I definitely think Shop Miss A is worth the money, absolutely. So much so that I did do a second order for another video that I'm going to do. I got some more makeup items, but I do want to show you the accessories I got. It's just a couple little things. Oh, one second. Okay, so I did get this keychain. It's like a little unicorn pom-pom. It did break, and it is peeling. But I do think that's for my husband. Like when he uses my car, he'll just like stuff the keys in his pocket, and I think that's why. I also got these teardrop hoop earrings. I thought these were really pretty and kind of like different. I got this little set right here. I don't really care for it. I might just give it to somebody who might like it instead. I also got one of these. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about the sponge. Okay, the sponge is my favorite thing that I tried. I'm sorry it's dirty. I used it to do my makeup. But yes, the sponge is my favorite thing that I got. I was going to get rid of my foundation because I didn't like the way it was applying. But it was the sponge I was using. It was like a really old, like Real Technique sponge. But this sponge makes your makeup apply so evenly and beautiful. Yes, this is my favorite. I can't believe I forgot to talk about it. The cup, the little cup that you can put your sponge in, it's okay. I like it because it does like keep my like desk area clean. I'm not getting makeup everywhere. But what I don't like is that when you put it in here, like this part, like down here, since it's covered, it doesn't get dry. So I think I'm going to try some of the new ones that they have, like the rose gold one. It kind of lets the whole sponge dry out. I can't believe that. The last thing I got is this infinity scarf. It's like tribal print and it's like a yellowish like green. I thought it was really pretty. And that was it. That's everything that I got from Shop Miss A, accessory wise, with my second order. And those are my thoughts on Shop Miss A with my first order. Stay tuned because I am going to be putting another video out, trying out some face products. Thanks for watching. Bye.